All afternoon, we have been showing appreciation for all the work and all the labor our local lifeguards do in and out of the water.
Yeah, and with the shortage of lifeguards out there, we are hoping this might inspire you to change that. So let's check back in with Rachelle for a final time, who is at Goldfish Swim School in Okemos. Hey, Rachelle.
Hey guys, that's right. So all afternoon we've been learning about swim safety, what it takes to be a lifeguard, and how you can learn all these tips right here at Goldfish Swim in Okemos. And I'm back here again with Taylor and Will, the lifeguards who are on duty. So you know I'm listening. I'm not breaking any of the rules today. But Taylor, can you just hit home again? What are those swim safety techniques that, hey, maybe you haven't learned how to swim, maybe you're in the process of learning, but what are those things that you always want people to know when they're around a body of water?
Some of the biggest tips we have is we encourage people to take swim lessons and learn basic safety techniques. Always designate a water guardian to watch the pool at all times. Make sure you have a U.S. Coast Guard approved life jacket. Teach kids, if you see something, say something. If they see something strange in the water, to speak up to somebody. And finally, just to follow the pool rules.
That's awesome. And now, Will, something I've wanted to talk to you about is that you guys both honestly are in essence first responders. Tell me about what that process was like when you became a lifeguard. What did the training look like? How long was it? What did you learn? Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. So here at Goldfish, we do something called a shallow water certification, since our pool is only 4 feet deep. So for a shallow water certification, we have about 10 hours of online or classroom work where we go over techniques out of the water and we talk about what to do, when to do it, what to look for. And then we have about another 10 hours in the water where we practice the actual saves, the proper techniques, and then beyond that, once we have the guests in distress out of the water, how to do CPR, how to use the AED, stuff like that.
That's awesome. Now, can you tell me a little bit about that CPR and AED training? Because I think that's so important, because you guys are, these are tips that aren't just helpful in the water, but these are tips that can help you save a life anywhere.
Yeah, for sure. So CPR is something that it doesn't take that long to learn, but there are lots of things to kind of remember about it. So for us, we get refreshers every month, and then we are recertified every year. So just making sure we're still on point with everything and we know all the information that we need to know, all the numbers are still there.
That's awesome. You guys really do a lot of work. Like I said, you made it look easy just now, but there's a lot more that goes into it. Now, Taylor, you guys have clinics and you have lessons even for parents to join with their children. Tell me a little bit about how our viewers at home can get involved in that and what those classes look like.
Yeah, we offer monthly lessons here at Goldfish, especially our Parent and Me classes, so a Mini 1 and Mini 2. We also offer Jumpstart clinics, which is about 1 month of lessons an entire week during the summer breaks, winter breaks, and spring breaks.
That's awesome. That's so great. And this is not a tip. It's not something that you want to know when you're in that moment. It's something that you always want to be prepared for, especially if maybe you're somebody who babysits children often, and maybe you happen to be going to a pool. A lot of times I feel like people say, oh, I don't need to learn how to swim. I live in the city, or I don't need to be in the water or whatnot. But I love that you told me earlier that, your lifeguard senses, they stay on even when you're not near a pool and you're not at work.
Exactly. And you never know when you're going to be around water. You may live in the city or not near a body of water, but you could potentially one day be by one.
That's awesome. Now, tell me again, what has been the most rewarding part for you about being a lifeguard?
One of the most rewarding is definitely knowing that I can save someone in need and just save a life.
That's awesome. Now, if people want to join you here and want to take lessons here, can you give us that number or a website that they can sign up to do that?
Yeah, they can sign up at goldfishswimschool.com/Okemos, or you can give us a call at 517-458-5555.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys both so much.
Thank you.
Happy International Lifeguard Appreciation Day. And if you blow that whistle, I swear I'm going to listen, okay? Good. Thanks, guys. We'll toss it back to you.